It's a beautiful, beautiful looking surface. There's quite a large lot of thatcher grass, but we'll just have to see how the ball starts here for Jackson Bird.
3 slips, gully, short leg, pretty regulation. The church bells on song. Here goes Bird. Gentle start.
Yeah, the bounce isn't quite as steep, I don't think, at Karen Rolton. You can jump on the front foot and drive confidently.
My sort of place. Full edge through the gap. Boundary.
Oh, well bowled. He might be on his way. Oxenford nods his head and Henry Hunt is out. First wicket to fall. And disappointment for the young right-hander after a splendid effort in the second innings.
Wheels, I'm sure that's not the technical term for them. Shorter and flicked away. Brilliant from Carter. Timed it to perfection. A boundary. Facing a first-class opponent, and he gets a half volley and pounces. Brilliant from Jake Weatherald. Finally breaks that run of dot balls.
Rainbird. Oh, that's beautifully played. Pull shot out towards the member stand boundary for 4. So Jake Weatherall, we saw the square drive.
In charge people, but
Jackson Bird back on Chad, just before you go on with that. And an edge, and he's caught by Payne. So the first ball of a new spell sees the wicket. Obviously punched through the offside by the Redbacks captain, and he starts his scoring with a nicely timed boundary.
yeah, he's come out
Around the wicket. Bowled him, dragged it on, full in length, and he's chopped that back on, I reckon. Off stump out of the ground, a 3rd wicket for Bird.
Wonderful afternoon of cricket unfold.
a fellow commentator.
Edged through the gap. No real feet movement whatsoever from Lehman. Hung the bat out, and then all of a sudden a ball that shouldn't do a great deal. Edge appeal, LBW, shout given on the stroke of lunch. Bird around the wicket, was full, targeted the pads.
Been a bit going on already, actually. It's been great. As that's nicely driven by Lehman down through the mid-off area. A long chase. And I think we're going to see a boundary, the first since lunch for the West End Redbacks. 4, Rainbird. Whipped away a little bit uppishly, but that'll be 4 more. So a good shot from Carey. Found the gap. On the drive again. Square of the wicket, and that will race away towards the eastern boundary. Again, a long chase.
He's into things. Lehman cuts and cuts well. That's bread and butter for Jake Lehman. If he's done that once, he's done it 1,000 times at first class level.
Down with the Redbacks early.
Fuller slapped. Absolute freebie. 4 more, Jake Lehman. Crunched. Bowled him, threw him. Siddle strikes the veteran. Something from nothing for Tasmania. Carey was going beautifully. Siddle attacks a beautiful line and length. Finds a gap through.
2 slips now as well. Getting well across and pulls that away firmly, and it's 4. Down towards the Edwin Smith stand. So Jake Lehman. That's Freeman again. And he goes over mid-off, down towards the boundary. That'll be 4 for McAndrew, his first. Pulls that one down towards the sub-fielder. He's taken the catch. Charlie Wakeham into the action. So McAndrew just helped that on its way. Short. Pulled away. Down to the boundary for 4. Shot by Jake Lehman. Moves to 48. Pulled away. And that'll be the half century for Jake Lehman. Good shot to bring it up. His 7th 4. 77 deliveries. And a much needed innings from the Redbacks middle order player. And the support staff there very pleased as Jake brings up. Edges down towards the boundary. 4 more. Should just make the rope. Goes again through the leg side, and that'll be 3 in a row for Jake Lehman. His home deck. And that one's hit away hard for another boundary. So the 4's flowing here for the home side. So last ball over from Siddle. And it's hit in the air and over with wicket down towards the boundary for 4. You probably would know this anyway, as that one's pulled away. He's hit the pull shot well all day, and another boundary for Jake Lehman into the 70s now. Hit that with power, split the gap.
Lively, obviously a bit taller, but...
Oh, as he played on, he has. Unfortunately, Jake Lehman on his way. Little chop on there, and a little bit of movement back into him, and a very good innings. So Siddle in again and beats the outside edge. Has he got a touch? Yes, he has. So Siddle will be on a hat trick here. Edges, and is he taken at second slip by Bo Webster? I think he is. So Siddle picks up his third wicket in a row and fourth for the innings, and unfortunately Conway so Bird. Edges, that'll be 4, down to third man. So that's handy. They inch towards 200. Hits that one hard.
6.
And it's over the top. It's gone all the way in front of the Edwin Smith stand. He can play a pull shot, this lad. Goes hard and high, and I think he's hit another 6. He has a well-struck shot up into the section there. So 48 now for...
Straight downtown.
4 in the deep on the leg side as he punches that back with a point, and that'll be his half-century on debut. He'll come back for a second, so not only good manipulation of the strike, but he's reached a milestone on debut. 4 and a bit overs, which could bring a quick end to the innings, but Manenti's still going. Oh, full bunger. That almost is a no ball. He's hit it well, and it's going to be 4. It's now the umpire at square leg is indicating a no ball, I think, so...
Take the stumps conventionally.
Okay, he's going to bowl to Manenti on 59. And he hits it in the air, and he should be caught by Jordan Silk. He is well held there by the Tasmanian captain. Made that look very, very easy indeed. So a very good innings has come to an end by Ben Manenti on debut. Couldn't quite equal his score that he made on Marsh Cup debut for South Australia. And right on line, a little bit of swing there, and it's worked away behind square leg for a run. Tassie on the board. Beverage up on the hill there. Conway gets driven. Nice shot. And the first boundary of the innings for Tasmania. Nicely played by Caleb Jewell. Edge, and he's caught at second slip. A blinder by Manenti on his debut. A wicket for Conway. We saw earlier Bo Webster dive to his left to bring off a beauty. Well, that is probably slightly better. And a nice looking drive, and he's going to get a couple. No, he won't. He'll just get the one. Good fielding there by the skipper, Travis Head. So at 5:56, that is it for the day. Tasmania closing at 1 down for 17 in reply to South Australia's 227. There's Travis Head, who unfortunately earlier today only made 5, but